session for Wednesday, July 12th. 17, Hangout. Let me get the recording. And we can do the video index. Does anyone want to help with the facilitation?
Yes, Jay, I'll do it.
You want to help? Okay, so here, let me get the setup here. So it's gonna be Jay and Lucy. Lucy, you can be like a facilitator in training and like do some topic facilitation. We got the setup and the document agenda all good, so that is done. We did here. Let's get the start time. It's at 1 minute, so we started at 9:04 for the video indexing. That's the AM Australia time. And from there, how about note taking? Do you want to help with note taking, Albina?
Yeah.
Hi, Jay, I'm back.
Hi, Abdul.
Okay. My internet connection is problem. That's why.
Oh, let's tell you the timekeeper.
Abdul, and do you want to help Lucy with the timekeeping?
Yes, yes.
Lucy, do you want to help with timekeeping as well as Abdul?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then how about video indexing?
Yes, I am.
Okay, task responsibility master.
I also do that.
Okay, cool. And then,
tracking, I'll do that.
what do you want to help out with? The value tracking?
Yes.
All right. All right, so I think we kind of already started checking in because we just did the life support, but we could do quick check-ins. I'll start. I'm really, wanting to get through this reasonably quickly, and have a guest that I will need to get back to, and also thought this is good, and I'm probably like a 6. Lucy, Abdul.
Yes, I'm pretty good, and I'm also 6 today.
Okay. And Lucy. Lucy, and check in.
Yes, yes, yeah. I'm also good and happy to join this live session for the first time. Yeah, I'm 6 today. Great job.
Cool, Albina.
Yes.
So just a quick check-in and a number between 0 and 9 for like how you're doing today.
Doing great, and I love being part of this since it's my first time. So I'm grateful.
Great. All right, are you on the doc, Albina?
Pardon?
Are you on the doc, the session notes doc?
Yeah.
And we're right down in the notes section now, and under check-ins. And I'll put the top the table of contents here, and you can help as you're able to. The live feed's working well. Way to read. Okay, cool. Yeah, Steve is saying that he's watching us live on YouTube. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to the notes. Check-ins is done. Now we're gonna go to our desired outcomes and our topics. So what do we want to prioritize for today as far as our desired outcomes and our topics?
I think we need to connect with Ulysses, Julian, Benji, because they are not available here. I think Julie is, and also Jillu need to.
James?
Yes. Yes, also.
And we definitely need to make sure James gets paid as well as other payroll. It's very important.
Okay.
Cool. So I would say that would be a topic of buddy teams and checking in with the people, with fellow team members.
Okay, I think what are we going to discuss today as our priority tasks and responsibilities? The topics you are going to discuss today.
So maybe go over, review our weekly goals from last week, and
Yes.
prioritize our tasks and responsibilities for the next week.
Okay.
Does that sound right, Lucy?
Yeah.
So review goals, and update. Anything else we want to do today?
You said we have a training for finance tomorrow. Then I don't think whether we can include it here.
Well, maybe we can get to it. So some finance training. We could at least get the finance training videos for Albina, so Albina can watch them. That would be good.
Yeah, that would be good.
So maybe Lucy or Abdul, could you guys do that? Or
Yes.
and specifically, the video we're looking for is the introduction to, it's like the finance steps, like the steps for the finances. So let's see if we can find that. Let's see what else. Any other topics?
I don't know if there is other topics. I think we still want to review whatever we discussed. Maybe forward it.
Okay.
When we discuss.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Are there any objections to moving forward with these topics? I think we're ready to go then. So let's start with our review and update of weekly goals.
I think payroll, if you feel free, I think payroll.
Okay, let's do some payroll. That would be good as well. What would be the desired outcome with payroll?
Okay.
What do you think our desired outcome with payroll? Maybe we need to have a discussion on how to improve responsibility of getting payroll done and accomplished for both our client and ourselves. Maybe we need to talk about how to get payroll done better, because it seems to be an ongoing issue.
Yes.
we're getting better at it, and some weeks are better than others, but it's just kind of like we should be able to prioritize it and get it done, and it's just not happening.
And also on top of a client work, I think we need to make sure like we schedule like every week we need to do like 1 hour client work. For those who understand the big finance, if you have a lot of client work, you can train us on that, and we schedule our time for doing a client work at least 1 hour per day or per 2 days. That if that's gonna work.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So what do you think that would be? Maybe our scheduling and priorities. That could be part of our priorities and scheduling.
Yes, but because I've seen we have a lot of work in financing for clients, and I think at least we need to schedule a time for client work.
Cool. All right, so let's review and update our goals. So let's pull up our goals. So the easiest way would be to go to the Sonic team.
I think our goal is to make sure we deliver a good job, not really that good, perfect, at least 99% with our clients. We at least want to make sure the clients are not they're not gonna pressurize you when you teach us how to do finances and other things. And at least you can also reach your goal when we really help you, we support you, strongly support you on client work.
Okay, let's make sure we get that down.
Yeah.
So we want to put this down here under the section header, Albina. So this would go right here. Perfect. And we can even make that a little bullet point. Bullets. Cool. Another priority that I need to do, this is also a task, but it needs to get done, is I do need to, so like work breakouts, I need to do the executive team agenda preparation. So that's super important. That's a task. Okay, any other goals? And Lucy, why don't you go ahead and help facilitate this goal session?
Okay. Hi guys, any other goals you have so that we can add? I think we still have only one. And we have so many goals we need to improve on. Any goals, Albina, although you are still new, I think you know always a goal is still a goal. You can also briefly contribute something.
Okay, I may add on that another goal is at least to be on time, and also to make sure that the work is done to the perfect of yourself and also to the clients.
Anything else, Albina?
I think that is what I have now.
Abdul?
Yes, I think first we need to assign the client task. What are the client tasks? And we have worker coordination's responsibility and need to list it under this how much responsibilities have, and also need to assign this task. If we assign this task and responsibility step by step, then every people here can know what is the worker coordination, and worker coordination, that means a project or a responsibility, and under this project and responsibilities, I think 50 or more task and responsibility here. So I think we need to assign the what are the task and responsibility under our coordination and under value tracking. That's it.
So that sounds pretty important, Abdul. If you could say that again, and because I know I missed a lot of it, and it just sounded really important, and maybe I'll try to repeat it back to you again after that.
Yes, I think we have a worker coordination responsibilities, and I think worker coordination is a project, right?
Yeah, well, it's a project and a responsibility. Of course, every project also has a responsibility, but yeah.
Yes, yes. And I think under worker coordination, we have a lots of tasks here. So we need to assign how what is the task here we can do.
Say that last part again. How is the task? What?
Yes, I think you said me last week. Under worker coordination, we have lots of responsibility. That means 50 of responsibility here. So I think we need to assign how much work under worker coordination, and you and we have also value tracking, and under value tracking here also lots of responsibilities here. That means session value tracking, time and equity asset spreadsheet, and etc. So we need to list it here under value tracking, task and responsibilities.
Okay, I think also what Abdul trying to say there, sorry, we need to assign people client work. According to what I understand about Abdul, we need to assign client work to responsibilities to people who knows our client work, and also to add on that, I think we need also to make sure you train us on, especially on finance, and those who will catch up and know how to do that, you will assign them a task to do for clients, as the others also keeping learning how to do that client work. It will be also easier for you. We can even support you more and more on client work if you train us to do that. And people who will understand that quickly, you will assign them to do that task maybe in a week, maybe during the session time. You will assign them to do the client work when we all train, and we have knowledge to do that.
Great. There was one thing I was going to add, which was that I think it was basically we should definitely do the improve on worker coordination, have clear steps on the value tracking, and obviously the finance. This is just some really important. Is the finance, etc. But in addition to that, I think it's really important for people to understand the responsibility organizing. Right, so there's like 300 plus responsibilities.
Yes.
And and each person can take on a few responsibilities and start organizing it. So, for example, we want a link that has the basically, you know, a sentence, a description, and the goal of the responsibility, and then have a, you know, it would have the, you know, the video training links so people can learn how to do it, you know? So when you start organizing the responsibilities, it's like, let's use an example here of worker coordination. You know, you have equity spreadsheets, right? So for the equity spreadsheets, I should be able to link this. It should go to responsibility or a doc that explains what the responsibility of equity spreadsheets updating is. Equity spreadsheets updating.
Linking here also the what is.
And then there'll also be equity spreadsheets creation.
Yes.
And so basically, it's like, you know, this should have a link, and when you go to that link, it'll have the link to the video, it'll have the link to the information that you need, and this would be the same with finances. You know, we'd want to have, for example, you know, uploading the CSVs into Google Spreadsheets, right?
Yes.
We need that should have a link, and it would explain exactly how to do that. You know, watching the video, what the different information you need to know, and it's like every single responsibility can be organized even if you don't know how to do the responsibility itself. And so we should be able to organize all 300 responsibilities and you know, verify which one of them still needs links and need videos to do the training, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that would be really helpful for everyone, and that'll help with all the client tasks as well.
Yes.
Yes.
I think our time for this one is over. If anyone still have something, then you can add on top of that. We need to move to the next topic.
Well, I mean, I think we could go a little longer on this. Let's look at our times real quick here. So priority topics, we didn't really put any times.
Yeah.
I would say we could do this for at least 15 minutes, and then this one we could do for like 5 minutes. Payroll, 5 to 10 minutes, and that's like all there is. You know, that's pretty much all we have. So the reviewing, updating our weekly goals is like our main focus. So we can do it like maybe another 10 minutes on this.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So now I think anything else, guys? Hello.
I think we're good with these goals.
If there is nothing, then we need to move on.
Well, yeah, well, we're gonna move on, but I think we're done inputting the new goals. But now let's like go ahead and review our goals from last week.
Yes.
Because that was part of our what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So if I pull up the goals from last week. So these are our new goals for this week, and these were our old goals from last week. So we wanted to do a lot of documentations. I think we improved this. You know, I think we did pretty good. Maybe like you know, 55% or so, 65%, maybe 60% on that. The global master list of documents. Everyone needs to start using the main docs, so I think that kind of helped a lot. The spreadsheet documentation verification. So anyways, we did a little bit on that. Finances, exit, FQN. We definitely did a lot more on this than ever before, but we're still probably, you know, around 25%.
Yeah.
But we certainly are stepping it up, and we have a much better plan. We should go over this a little bit, maybe. You know, basically, there's the we have 1 month to complete the corporate and business taxes. And so this includes Innovate United, LLC, EXA Inc., which is our client. And there's also UIF, which would be pretty easy. And then we have 2 months to complete the personal taxes. So this includes Vienna and Zachary, these are clients, and then also BJC, this is internal for Jay. And then we have 3 months to complete the nonprofit taxes. And that's the Community Life Network Incorporated, as well as WCTC. I think that's it. So anyways, I think we can do it all. We definitely need to step it up and keep pushing it. And each of these are technically responsibilities. So are there any questions on our previous client relations? This I think is really not so good. We're so behind on this. We're basically like, you know, almost 1 month or more behind. So it's like it's borderline red. I'm gonna make it orange. And we're probably at like, I don't know, 33% done on this. So that's where we are in current stuff. So I would say that our documentations are a little better off. Maybe we can bring this down the list a little bit on our priorities. The overall team priorities is like everybody's priorities. And then we have finances, client relations is really important. Umbrella finance report. We're getting a little behind on this. You know, we're about maybe a week behind on this. This is also a client task. This is probably the most advanced part of everything we're doing. This is probably the most advanced. Looks like Julie just came up. Recruitment's actually going pretty well. Recruitment is probably at like 70%. So this is going good. FQN value tracking, documentations, First Australia team, this is going really well. We're basically at like 80%, that's going well. Documentations, we said was like 60. Value tracking is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty low, but it's not a huge priority. The full moon session went really well. Now we have the galactic session to prepare for. There's also some quarter moon session. The FQN payroll is a problem. That needs to go up. And personnel support is pretty good as well. So any other prioritizing ideas in terms of prioritizing or thoughts on the work that we're doing?
I think Julie has. Hi, Julie.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I really apologize. Late.
Well, better late than never. Do you want to check in, Julie? How are you doing? What's your number?
Yeah. 6, and I'm good today because I really had a long vacation.
Cool. So we're going through our goals for the week and everything we want to accomplish. This, I would say, this is really verification. This particular goal, which would be part of our responsibility verification processes. So I think this is actually pretty important because, and this also relates to worker coordination. So I think we need to add that here. So I would think it would go pretty high as well. So there's worker coordination, which would actually be a project. And then under worker coordination, we have responsibility verification. Taking tasks and step by step, this is what we call systems and processes. So when you create systems and processes, it allows you to organize things so that it's much clearer what's going on and how it all works. Systems and processes are difficult to do, but they're very important. And this is all part of client relations, which we have already right down here. And I do have a new doc for client relations. I put together, it would be basically the responsibilities doc for client relations. I can link that here so you guys have it. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. The only other part would be like the review the schedule. So we want to update our Sonic Team priorities. So just take this, I copy it, and I go to the Supersonic Team doc, and I paste it. So these are our old priorities, and we put our new priorities in. Boom, and then here's our schedule. And we can update our schedule real quick. So today was the main session.
Background, please.
We were going to do the conflict evolution last Thursday. It didn't happen, but maybe since Julie's here, we could do it tomorrow. I think Friday might actually work better for this. And then tomorrow, focus on the finance training. But it would be good to get the conflict evolution stuff out of the way. Exit payroll is not Friday anymore. I think we could do that tomorrow. There's just like, maybe like just a finalize. It's almost done. Almost done. And I think we kind of need to just keep pushing FQN payroll.
At the time for that is over, I think we need to wrap up and go to the next.
Okay. I think that on Sunday there's a quarter moon. Value tracking, personnel support. So anyways, there's a couple things missing here. Specifically worker coordination. Where should we put that in? Maybe Monday? Tuesday?
Maybe Tuesday.
Client relations, umbrella, finance training. I think we need to do more finance training, like maybe some on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Finance training. Okay, well anyways, the goal is to make sure all these priorities are in our schedule, and then someone needs to update the schedule. So I think that's also another important thing that's part of worker coordination, is updating the schedule, right? So schedule updating, and there's also calendar updating, but this needs to go somewhere. Like I feel like, you know, Thursday it should be scheduling, updating to make sure the schedule gets updated, you know?
Okay.
All right. So let me update the schedule, and then we're ready to move on. So let's move on to the next topic, Lucy. We're ready.
Okay. Let's move on to the next topic is buddy team and checking in with the follow team members. We're going to spend like 5 minutes there. Anything, Jay, you can guide us on that.
Well, it says here that our goal is to check in on Ulysses. Julie's here, so we can take her off the list. Benji, Asif, Zilu, James. And also making sure James is okay, making sure James gets paid, which is very important. So what we want to do is break up and make sure each person is covered, and that there are people for each individual so that everybody gets checked on.
Okay. I also need to be paid this week.
Yeah, so I mean, I think people will get paid a lot faster and better if people stop asking about themselves, right? Because everybody's like, quote, you know, I need to get paid, right? So if everybody
Okay.
says that they need to get paid, then nobody gets paid. The question should be like, you know, I want to help other people get paid. Right? If everybody didn't focus on getting paid themselves and instead focused on paying everybody else, then everybody would get paid. Right? So I think this is really like, this should be the what we say. Because we want to prioritize getting other people paid and getting the payroll done so that it happens. Because if everybody doesn't care about anyone getting paid and they just want to get paid themselves and everyone's sitting around waiting to get paid, then no one's going to get paid. Does that make sense? Like we're all
Yes.
responsible for paying people. Like no one else is going to do it. We're the only ones going to do it. And there's 50 people, right? So payroll for FQN and EXA is 50 plus people. It's a ridiculous number of people, and there's no way that I can do it. So if people want to rely on me to get everyone paid, it's not going to happen. So we need to work together.
Okay. Yeah.
And we need to figure out a better way to do it. So anyways, that's the next topic. I believe it's the next topic is to talk about how we can improve the payroll systems. Yeah, that's payroll. So we're going to talk about payroll systems and discuss how we can improve the payroll systems. Next topic. So let's go back to our buddy team. So we have Ulysses, Benji, Asif, Zilu, and James.
I think we are
So
now.
here we have
Are we
Jay,
done
we
with
have
checking in with the following team
Albina.
members? I think we are now on payroll.
Oh no, we're still on buddy teams and checking in with fellow team members. So currently present, we have Jay, Albina, Julie, and Abdul, right? Is that all of us? And Lucy,
Sorry,
right?
yes.
So here we have Lucy,
Benji was
Benji,
just signing
Asif,
in.
Zilu, James. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if each of us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if each of us take one person, and then we make buddy teams, then we'll check in with everybody, okay? So let's start with you, Lucy. Who do you want to check in with? You want to check in with James?
Yes.
All right, so check in with James, and we're going to need to make sure we have his bank info correct. Like, I wasn't able to pay him on Western Union. Like, I had problems paying him for some reason. I don't know. We need to double check it and try it again. Okay, so then Abdul, who do you want to check in with?
Jillo.
Zilu? Okay.
Yes.
And Zilu said his internet is not working. You know, how can we help him get his internet back up?
Okay.
All right, and Julie, we're gonna check in with like maybe
And I think
Benji or
also Asif, Jillo and Asif. And I think Asif have a internet connection problem because there is heavy raining and storm there.
okay.
Yes. Yes.
And Albina and Julie, who do you guys want to check in with?
Yes, Benji is about to check in, but he's already very late, so he said he will be checking in by tomorrow instead, Jay.
Okay. That'll be good. So Albina, maybe we can have you try to check in with Ulysses. He's hard to get in touch with. But I also think, you know, Albina, you should also check in with one of us as well, like maybe Abdul / Lucy, right? Like, so, you know, Albina, Abdul, and Lucy, you guys should check in and like make sure that Albina is supported in her, you know, first week and everything, yeah?
Okay.
And can someone get Albina Ulysses contact information? Like Abdul and Lucy, can you make sure that Ulysses contact information is
Yes, I can
available
do
for
that.
Yes.
Albina? Cool.
Yes.
All right, so we have a plan on checking in with everybody. That is good. Okay, so let's move on to payroll. Any other questions on checking in on our fellow team members?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, can move on to payroll now.
Okay, cool. So payroll. So the main thing is how to improve upon our payroll systems. Like, let me give you an example. When I do EXA payroll, and let's say there's like 15 plus people, it takes about 10 hours over 3 days. 10 to 20 hours over 3 days. And about 20 people. Does that sort of make sense? So there's like the prep, the treasurer, the finances. There's the there's verification, and the actual setup, and then there's the actual payments and the follow-up. So like to get people paid, the actual payments is 1/10 of like the work that goes into doing payroll. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that we just need to really like step up the responsibility here, and we need to like allocate more time, maybe allocate more time in the schedule, and we also need to recruit more people. But I think that's also one of the hard parts, is that there's just not necessarily enough people to do all of the tasks. Or do you guys have other thoughts on how to improve upon the payroll system? Another thing would be just like responsibility, right? So if we take the payroll responsibility, payroll support.
Yes, I think I can do payroll support.
Abdul?
Give me proper training.
Anyone else
Even
want
I can help there.
Lucy, anyone else?
Yeah.
Cool. So Abdul and Lucy, I mean, you guys are taking on a lot of responsibilities, but this can definitely be something. Other people that I know who know how to do this, Julie knows how to help with this. Ulysses knows how to help with this. I've seen them do it.
So I think, Ajay, I think we can do more hour work per week if you want. And that is not problem for me, because I can do work more than 40 hours per week. If you so you can include payroll support, then I think this is better for me also.
Yeah, I mean, the goal would be to just like increasing the levels, the individual levels.
Yes.
So everyone, we need to get people up to level 4. I mean, we're so close. It's just not even funny. I mean, we just need to get this going on. So maybe we should spend the last little bit getting people to level 4, scheduling more sessions, getting more work happening. But just to finish with the payroll support, there's the updating the weekly hours and pay spreadsheet, and then there's the updating the payroll verification.
Payroll too.
Yes, we
So
can
those
also
are
help.
the
That one is
two
no problem.
responsibilities.
Yes.
And I think you guys already know how to do this one.
That under payroll support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So and this all would be.
I think as we do this, we also let Albina involved so that she can see whatever we are doing. If you do like payroll support, we want her also to be there so that she can see also she learn from us.
Who?
Yes, that's true.
Oh, Albina. Well, yeah, but we also have the all the video training, so she can watch the video trainings for payroll support, which we already have, and people can learn how to do it already.
Okay.
Yeah. So the other thing is basically prioritizing, like what do we do, for example, with like James? So we have this like problem where the payroll isn't working right. So we need to either check with him on his bank info. We need to try, more options. So it's like where does this happen? It's like, where does this happen? It's like, and why isn't it happening? Like, why is no one helping with this? It's basically like on my shoulders to figure out how to deal with everything revolved to James when I also have 50 other responsibilities and tasks to do.
What's happened with his payroll? He's not working on a payroll list.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know why it's not working on Western Union. I mean, I can show you right now. We could try to do it again, but it just wasn't working before. But I mean, do we really want to spend our last 10 minutes going through James's payroll and trying to figure it out?
Okay, we'll just try to see also later if something can be done.
Let's check on our schedule here too. So we have exit payroll tomorrow, and then we also have FQN payroll on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that's in the schedule. So it doesn't matter if it's here. We need, and this is also part of schedule updating. Like, who wants to sign up for schedule updating? Because we need to take this, like the task is to take the priority schedule from the Sonic team and update the buddy team, schedule, weekly schedule, right? So it's not going to help us if we just have the schedule here, right here, because this isn't the schedule that we look at every day, right? We need to update the buddy team schedule, which is this link over here. So does anyone want to sign up to get this done and make it happen?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. Also, another task that we had with the finance training is like making sure everyone has watched the intro to finance steps video. So can anyone get that? Does anyone know where that is, or do you want me to find it right now so that you have it?
I don't know where to get that one.
Okay, so let's go through it real quick.
I don't know where to get the link for that.
So the easiest thing to do is go to the Sonic team. So go to the Sonic team, open that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the important documents. So here's important documents for the team. I click on that. It takes me down to important documents. And then we go to the async master training video link index right here. So now we have so these are the video link index, right? And then here we would go to finance, which would be here, finances.
Okay.
And when we go down to finances, it should have it. Whether it has it, I don't know if it'll have it, but we're gonna look. That's where it should be. Hey, you want to ruffle? I don't know, it's outside. I'm moving the car somewhere. Why? Stuffy? Where's my casing? So it's not here. Let me try searching for it.
I can see.
So,
Yeah.
so anyways, people need to, this is another very important task. And this is also part of worker coordination. So we go to our goals and we go under worker coordination. Another super duper important responsibility is the video training index organizing. And for whatever reason, people just don't seem to understand. Like, I mean, I've trained people on video index organizing like 10 times and it never happens. So here are all the different categories. In addition, another task here is to input the video training index into a spreadsheet. You want to create a video index spreadsheet instead of just a doc, right? So this is also a really important task that can be done. So basically, right now, so we have our categories, but then you go down here and it's like they're all organized by date. So it's like all of these categories are not organized correctly because it's just like no one can find the information because it's just like a big mess. And it's like, you know, like for example, the budget, this should go under finances, right? So it's a budget training and information on the budget, right? So that's our budget. Evaluations processes, right? So it's like these need to be organized and indexed properly and they're not. They're just all listed by, you know, linear training. So this is like hours and hours of training that people don't have access to. So anyway, so now we want to look for finance. Finances steps overview. This is it right here. So then I bring it all the way to the top. I go to finances and we'll put it right here at the top. So finance steps overview. Let's make sure it works.
Spend our money in the future. Finance is the past, where we spent our money on, and it relates to tax.
So it looks like it's a little bit fast. So I would say to start at maybe a minute 120. So maybe we could go back a minute. Maybe that might help. Anyway, so this is it right here. This is the finance steps overview. Everyone needs to watch this. If you haven't watched it already, you need to watch it. And I mean,
Okay,
it's a top priority.
Our time for that is over.
Yeah, cool. All right, so let's. I think we're ready to check out.
Okay.
Anything, Abdul? Anything you want to add?
No. We need to check out. Yes.
Okay.
I can start. I thought this was good. It was a good session. And, you know, I definitely am looking forward to getting more help and moving everything forward. I mean, we have made huge strides and accomplishments from where we came a couple months ago. I mean, we're doing really good. Our client is paying us more money than ever before. I mean, we're able to meet all of our budgetary needs. I mean, everything's going really well. We just need to step it up, you know, do more on the level what the client needs, ask for more money. Hopefully we'll get paid even more money soon so that we're able to do even more good work for our clients. So yeah, I'm really excited. Check.
Abdul?
Yes, I think this is a good session for today, and I am really happy to attend this session. And I think we need to go with extra energy to work on the future week. That means next week. So I think it will be very happy to all of us, and that's it. And
All right,
yes,
Lucy.
Yeah, today I'm so glad and happy for today's session. Since today we begin with the good moods of a new live session, I love that, and also looking forward to get more training on finance so that we can help this organization get into a right way.
Nice. Julie?
Yes, I'm happy with the session. It's really a good session. I am really excited to continue to work and happy to be back to work.
Alvina?
Okay, I'm very happy to be part of you since it is my first time. I've enjoyed the session and I'm so excited with everything. Looking forward to learn more so that I may understand and go by your pace.
Yeah. Awesome. So, you know, there's obviously some follow-up that needs to be done. We could do some buddy team breakouts, like you could have, you know, Lucy and Albina and maybe Abdul and Julie. But some of the work that could be done, like Abdul, I think you said you're going to work on session value tracking. There's also like schedule updating that could be done. The personnel profile updating, which is like super important. Obviously, Albina needs to watch the finance video of the steps. Everybody needs to watch this. If anyone hasn't watched it, you should, but definitely Albina needs to watch it. You know, master document updating. Let's see how our document updating came along here. Yes, so we have priority projects, priority responsibilities. Oh yeah, this is great. So worker coordination would go into projects there and our priority tasks. Okay, excellent job. So this is really, really good. Well, these aren't priority tasks though. These are all actually responsibilities. So they're just in yellow for whatever reason. So these actually should technically not be yellow. These are only yellow because they were in our top priorities, but technically they're responsibilities. So this would be a task right here, like that. Yes, and here's another task. I need to work on the executive team agenda. Whoops. That's my task. Okay, so any questions? I think you guys could break up into buddy teams and do some of the work here. Do you guys want to do that, or you guys want to just wrap up, or what were you guys at?
Yes. Do you want to continue to work, Abdul?
Abdul, are you there?
I think profiling, personal profile updating for Albina is already done. I already linked there.
But her profile hasn't been updated itself, and also Albina, to do the profiling, Albina.
Watch that video on herself.
Yeah, and Albina needs to what is it called? Do the detailed intake form. And I want to make sure it's really clear when I say personnel profile updating, this means that it's filled out and 100% complete, right?
Okay.
Because you guys always say it, and then I look at it and it's empty. You know, empty does not mean done.
You know, sometimes it is empty because when you don't have a full information about that person, you cannot just and put it on the
Well, I know,
list.
but then it's a task, right? So it's like when you guys don't have the information, it becomes a task, and so you guys need to start updating task lists. Like, has anyone here ever wrote down a task before? No, so not a single person has ever written down a task. Like when you see that there's a problem and something is like empty, then you write down the task, right? So you'd say task, Albina's, profile needs XXX information, contact Albina, contact Jay, do whatever you need to do to fix that problem, right? So I think there's actually an issue with our team where it's like you guys only accept tasks and never create them. So anytime you see that there's information missing or that there's a problem, it's just you guys ignore it. You don't do anything with it, right? So whenever you see a problem or whenever you see an issue or you see something missing, that's actually a task that you should document down. You should highlight, add it to the notes, add it to the master task list. Anytime you see something out of place or that you don't understand, it becomes a task. Or it's a responsibility. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yes, because over time, what you guys are going to find is that we're going to have new workers, and you're going to have all this stuff that you don't know what to do, and you need to be tasking and creating tasks for other people and helping train them how to do the work, because you can't rely on me to figure out all the tasks all the time. And we just need to keep documenting it and prioritizing them. But anyways, do you guys want to break up into these buddy teams or not?
I am available
Yeah.
for buddy teams. Okay, I'm chatting Abdul right now.
Okay, so Abdul and Julie, you guys could go to the secondary hangout,
Okay.
and just do like 30 minutes or like 25 more minutes, and then you guys should stop. That sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you guys soon. Great work.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Julie.
Yes, Jay.
So are you gonna go to the secondary hangout to do the buddy team with Abdul?
Yes, I will.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, see you guys later.